Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm just getting ready for work. I have to go to work in about 2 hours or so. So I'm going to do a short video on what I'm going to make for work tonight, and hopefully it'll be good. I like to keep things pretty simple, so hopefully you're going to like this. Alright, so for supper tonight we are going to make some frozen fish, which will thaw out, and some frozen broccoli, which will cook up. And we're going to make a fish and broccoli dish. I have the fish already kind of thawing out in a pool of water or a bucket of water. And of course, I like to keep things pretty cheap and, I don't know, easy to do. And I know a lot of people have freezers and some have deep freezers, which we have. And what I like to do is I like to get in there and try to use some of the stuff up that I forget about for months on end. So, some used broccoli and some more used broccoli. That's the name of the game tonight. The fish is all thawed out right now. It only took about a couple minutes, I'd say maybe 10 minutes at most. It's a pretty thin fish, so if you ever get tilapia frozen from Walmart or some other store, it should thaw out pretty quickly, especially the package type. They're pretty cheap and cost effective too, so think about getting frozen fish the next time you go to the supermarket. For seasonings tonight on the fish, we're going to do some black pepper. We're going to add a little bit of garlic powder here to it. And also my secret ingredient, Mrs. Dash. I am a big fan of Mrs. Dash, so you can say what you want. I can probably get a whole bunch of basil and oregano and all the other seasonings that go into this. But I like it to be easy, so that's why we're using that. So we're going to add a little bit of, we're going to start with the pepper here. I'm going to try to get them both as best as I can, kind of doused. I don't like them too peppery, but as I say that, I'm probably going to douse them. There we go. And same with this one here. I try to do the best I can. Well, there we go. That's what I didn't want to do, but oh well. It'll still taste good. I'm going to also add a little bit of the garlic powder, which that I don't really need to like get too crazy on. Obviously, we've got garlic powder. And then last but not least, good old Mrs. Dash. You can't go wrong with that. So, right. Oh, I want to turn it down. Well, if you want to know the title of this video, what it should be is How to Butcher Some Fish. You know, see if I can hold it and tape at the same time. I don't know if I can. Oh, there we go. Alright. I'll tell you a quick, easy rule about fish. Don't cook it on too high of a temperature, because it'll basically stick to the pan like that. This is one of those ceramic pans, and normally if you add a little oil, it works just fine. Literally, it's one of the slickest things you can use. But of course, I'm the one using it, so yeah, the fish is turning out pretty good. I don't mind it having a few extra clumps to it. But yeah, Just don't do it on such a high temperature. Try to do it medium or below. I did that at about medium high, almost high, so just don't do that and you'll be fine with the fish. Still pretty frozen. Better cover it back up for a while. So while that's cooking, basically I just put the frozen broccoli into the fish pan that I was cooking the fish in, covered it, and I'm just letting them kind of marinate together. This isn't a cooking show by any means. I just want to clarify that. I know a lot of people might come here for tips and advice. I did do a video previously on grilling salmon, and that had more step-by-step instructions. This is just kind of another video to throw up on the page on just in the day in the life of me, getting ready for work. So this, by the way, just making the fish and the broccoli only takes about 15 minutes, about where I'm at right now since I started. Minus putting all the videos together and stuff, it only takes about 15 minutes. It's pretty easy, it's fast. If you're in a pinch or trying to go fast to get to work, this is what you need to do. So an easy tip is to have some stuff maybe from your freezer to thaw out quickly, and hopefully you can make a quick meal. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we're doing today. But I'm hoping to have some more and better content on outdoors and adventures. I'm looking to take you guys down some really sweet trails we have around the area. We have some state and local parks that I want to take you to and do some fun things there. And I also want to do some camping, which hopefully will be involved in most videos. I'll have some cooking aspect to most of the things I do, but I don't know. We'll have to see. I love doing things that are simple, easy, some things that may look good and you may say, wow, that's something that's great, but most of this stuff's going to be things you can do. So if you go out on a day trip somewhere, you can plan ahead. You can plan some meals ahead or do something that's more cost effective than going to McDonald's or going out to eat. So stay tuned. We're going to finish this episode here soon. We're going to see how that fish and broccoli turn out. That is looking great. Off with you. And on with you. You'll see in just a moment what I'm going to do with that. Alrighty, so a little bit of a spoiler. I did throw some ramen in there. I'm going to put the fish and the broccoli on top of cooked ramen. Yes, it is the cheap ramen you get from any store for $1 or 90 cents or 50 cents or whatever it goes for. So stay tuned and you're going to see actually something really good. As much as this looks chaotic, I actually make this quite often, and as kind of unconventional as it is, it's really good. So stay tuned. So the noodles are finished. Put some garlic and I put some Mrs. Dash on it. Yep. Yeah, you could probably say it's going to dry it out. Maybe a little bit, but who cares? We have our fish and broccoli that is complete. And actually that looks pretty tasty. This burner's hot, so I'm hopefully not going to start a fire here while we're shooting this. So we'll take some of the broccoli first, and I'll scoop her up and pretty much put it into, put it right into the pan here. We'll put more. You guys get it. Scoop it, pick it up, put it in there. You get the picture. So after you dump in all the broccoli and leave the fish in the, well, the best of you can, and leave the fish in the pan, I just mix it up just so it can be, I don't know, you know, like a mixture of noodles and broccoli. And then there's two ways to finish this. Two. You can either, one, take the fish and take one fillet and put it on top and eat it as so, or two, and this is how I do it more often than not, is I'll actually kind of slice up the fish, which I know some people may or may not approve of, and I'll take the fish and kind of mix it into here. I'm going to show you the mixing method, but I do also do it with the fillet on top, and it looks really nice, great presentation. I use ramen noodles because they're cheap, but you can also go with rice, or you can go with pasta noodles, and you can also add a marinara topping to this, a marinara sauce to this if you wish. Some people said that works really well too. I've seen recipes where that works out. But this, I'm just going to keep it simple. Broccoli, fish, ramen, and of course the spices we put on it. So, alrighty, so give a little chippity chop on this. This should cut pretty easily. It's been cooked pretty well. There we go. There we go. Freestyle camera right now. I'm doing two things at once. There we go. That looks pretty good. Let's see if I can do this without failing. Up and in. Hey, that's one. Let's try that again. Up and in. There we go. And pretty much that is your end result here. Is that. And to some of you, you may say, well, that's disgusting. It is actually incredibly delicious. I'd ask you to try this. I don't really have a recipe. Maybe I'll put it in the description. Alright, here's the end result. I think I showed you it earlier before. There it is over here. Pretty good. The noodles turned out pretty good too here. Yeah, there's the noodles in there. So we're going to try this out and see how good this actually tastes. I probably should use a fork, but I have the spoon and I'm not going to change over now. You know, it's not half bad. I've had this before. It tastes amazing. I love the taste of this. The ramen may not be the choice of what to put in here, maybe rice or some other noodles, but I love the fish, I love the broccoli. I just do garlic and Mrs. Dash, or you can do the garlic Mrs. Dash. Basically, it's an herbal mix with garlic. And I add some black pepper to make some spice to it. It's really tasty, it's delicious. It's mostly nutritious, minus probably the ramen, but it's a cheap meal. I'm going to eat some of it now. I'm going to save some for later, and yeah, it's going to be a good meal. Hey guys, thanks for watching the content today. This video was really fun to make, just kind of on the spur moment. If you like videos like this, please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you're into this kind of stuff. I'm looking to do a lot more videos if you're still following me along to this point. I'm going to do some more outdoor and adventures, probably with cooking, probably with going off on trails and camping. So yeah, stay tuned for more of that. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you next time.